Greetings in Holy Tribe, greetings. I trust and hope that you guys can hear me clearly. Them say them I reconnect. So them say. So them say them I reconnect. All right, here we go, here we go. Greetings in Holy Tribe, and I want to welcome you here to the space today. But before we even begin, we're just going to start off by taking a few deep breaths. Now, on one of our last live, we did a whole very deep live on the lymphatic system last time, but what have happened was the battery on the phone was like pretty low, so the phone died while we're on live. And you know, once the phone die while you're on live, and IG doesn't automatically save your lives like Facebook does, right? So after you finish a live on IG, you have to literally click save. And because I wasn't allowed that opportunity, we lost all of that live, which was very intrinsic. I was a little bit upset about that, but that's okay because you know we're still here in the present time now, all right, and we're just gonna go through everything all over again, and also that we have new people always coming in, so it's always a good thing to kind of give a refreshment on what this is all about, the entire process while we're here, while we're doing this right now. So I just want to welcome everybody who's here, and we're just gonna give some more time for everybody else to truly tap in. All right. If you're here with me, I want you to grab your glass of water or grab your cup of tea. And I just want you to set that intention that you're going to spend at least 30 minutes with me just to hear the things that we're here to talk about. Okay? Can't hear what you're saying. Are you guys not hearing me? Because why am I seeing people saying that they can't hear? Is there something wrong with the microphone or the audio? Let me know. Any advice on baby eczema? Yeah, so you're gonna need to utilize CMOS. We've actually utilized CMOS before to get rid of eczema off the skin, but I do want you to understand that whenever you have skin issues or blemishes or rashes or whatnot, that's coming from the blood. Okay, which means that your blood is dirty, and what your body is doing is pushing the toxins out of the blood through the skin, and then it manifests as what you call eczema, or it manifests as lupus, or it manifests as some kind of rash, or or skin bumps and so forth. But understand that it's what's within that's coming to the outside. Okay, which means that you're probably feeding your baby formulas. Okay, guys, by now, I mean, we're in 2023. I think by now most people should be into that awareness to realize that baby formulas are synthetic, they're poisons, they are carcinogens. Okay, so the only thing a baby should be getting is your breast milk or just fruit juices and whatever nature provides. You can do sesame seed milk. Actually, sesame seed milk is the closest thing to a woman's breast milk. Okay, you can do hemp milk. Okay, you can get the hemp seeds, you can blend the hemp seed with spring water with dates as a natural sugar. Now you have natural hemp milk. You see that? Right. So stay away from all the baby formulas, anything synthetic inside of a bottle, inside of a jar, sitting there for months. That cannot be healthy for a newborn who's just now coming into the reality, and their body needs minerals and nutrients. Hold on. I don't know, each and every time I get on live, I have a family member calling me. But while I'm not on live, nobody, it's like, whoa, okay. Nagari. Nagari. Yo, I'm busy. Bumbleclad. All right, guys, give me a minute because they're breaking my concentration right now. Okay. All right, wholeness, everybody. Wholeness, greetings and wholeness to everybody who's just now coming into the space. I want to welcome you for actually being here. And, just by being here, it shows that you have that innate desire to become more or wanting to become more. Because honestly, this kind of information for most people, they can't stick around because they have a very short attention span. Because most of the time, they're just consuming reels, funny videos, people acting stupid, doing a whole bunch of bullshit. But at the end of that little 30-second or a minute, what did you leave with? Did you leave with anything that can add value to your life to become a greater version of self? No. You see? So you have to understand how to monitor your own attention, energy, and what you focus your attention on, because attention is energy. Where attention goes, energy flows. You see? So if you're here right now, a part of this build, I just want to congratulate you for being here and let you know that we appreciate you being here as well, because you're holding the space, you're holding the frequency, you're holding the vibration, right? Now, for a lot of people who don't fully understand why we go this hard when it comes to health, it's because you have to think about the basis of your evolution. Okay, you're here right now, you're looking at me, which means that you're alive and you're a part of this experience. But why are you here though? You see, for most people, you don't really know how to answer this question. Okay, why are you here? What are you supposed to be doing? You see, who are you? These questions are questions that most people, they hide away from confronting these questions because it forces them to confront their existence. You see, because for most people, it's easier to get up tomorrow morning and eat what, bacon, egg, and cheese, drink a cup of coffee, right? Have some soda, turn the TV on, watch some prepackaged experiences, go get some sex whenever they can, make some money or whatnot just to supply more of their addiction. And then one day go over into the next day, go over into the next day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. Now you're 21, now you're 30, now you're 40 years old. But if I ask you the very same questions when you were 20 of what's your purpose of being here and why you're here, you're still in a state of lostness. And 20 years after, when you're 40, I come back and I ask you the same question and you still have no answer. See, you haven't made no kind of upgrade within your consciousness or your awareness. See, you're still on the very same stage as you were at once you entered the reality. You see that? Because only thing you're doing from day to day is just what? The regular little entertainment, the little pleasures and what makes you feel comfortable. But still, you don't know who you are. You don't know why you're here. You don't know anything about yourself. Okay? The reason for this is because you're not searching or you're not exploring your own consciousness and who you are. See? Because most of the time, as I said, you're not really sitting down with yourself. Okay? It's all about what goes on the outside, right? Oh, there's a party over there. Yeah, there's a concert. There's a Beyonce concert coming up. There's a versus battle coming up. You get what I'm saying? The strip club. The bar tonight. Oh, a new show. Your new show came out on Netflix. Oh, I gotta go to work. Oh, I gotta make some money. I wanna be rich. Okay. And then whatever is trending, you notice how people move from one trend to the next, or the alien invasion, or the world's gonna end, or Planet Nibiru, all type of bullshit. Basically, I just want you to realize to see that everything in the external world is always pulling on your attention. See? So you're paying attention to this, to that, to them, to that, as the years are going by. Okay, so the years are going by. Still, you don't know who you are. Still, you don't know anything about yourself. Still, you're not making that upgrade. You're not becoming a greater version of yourself because you're not directing your energy inwards to cultivate this. Whatever this is, whatever you are, your energy, whatever your energy represents, your mind, body, and soul, whatever it represents, you're not insisting upon that power because you're always outside of yourself looking for attention, looking for validation, you see, looking for acknowledgement, but you're not working with this. Remember, the body is what? The temple of God, right? And what? The body is your temple. You don't live in a fucking house, bro. You don't live in a car. You don't live in a mansion. You're living inside of your body right now. You see? This is the temple. But you don't know anything about the temple. I mean, it's the only reason why I'm even here today. Think about it. The fact that I have to be on here, going back and forth with people trying to convince them that eating natural foods is good for them shows you how far we have drifted from nature, psychology, psychologically, like we're so gone. Because I shouldn't have to be here talking about fruits, bro. That makes no sense when obviously you can clearly tell that that's what nature gives to you because it's just on the tree, just giving it to you for free, bro. You take a fruit off the tree, look at it, bro. It's like a gift. It has the skin that protects it. It already has the right amount of sugar in it. It has the right amount of water in it. It has the right amount of fiber in it. You have phytonutrients. It has mineral. It has life force. You see, it has enzymes, and it's literally a gift to you. But because you're not paying attention, you're not even in that state to even, realize that, whoa, I should be appreciative of this. I should be in gratitude for this opportunity to have this experience and to cultivate myself into something greater. Literally, you have the opportunity right now to cultivate yourself into something greater. I think a lot of times when people even look at me too, and somehow they assume that I was just born this way or something. No, nigga, I wasn't born this way, okay? I had to cultivate myself to raise my own consciousness and expand my own awareness to get to where I'm at. Remember, I entered the reality just like you did, right? They give me the same dead animals to eat. Okay, they give me the same fake religion too. They basically give me the same blueprint that they've given to everybody else. But over following the blueprint, because remember, at first you come into the reality, you're vulnerable because, clearly you come into the reality, you have your parents, you see your family, you're doing what they're doing because how would you know not to do that, right? Automatically, you're going to do what they do. So after they give me the very same blueprint, so I'm rocking with the blueprint or whatnot, Well, I definitely didn't like meat, though, because my mother told me that once they tried to give me meat as a baby, I eat like the rice and the beans, but I would leave the meat. So meat wasn't like really my thing, right? But they're giving me the blueprint. But after following the blueprint, after a while, I'm like, nah, something's not right about this blueprint, Something not right about this food. First of all, like, okay, why is my grandmother dying, bro? Okay, my grandmother couldn't see out of her eyes, bro. They had lasers trying to burn the mucus off of her eyes, bro. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, this now make no sense. If the food are really healthy, then how come everybody get sick after eating this food? You see, so I start to come into this realization of saying, okay, this is not adding up. I'm using my ability to make sense of things. I mean, this is not adding up. Okay, if this is nutritious and this is good for us like they've been told us, then why is it killing us, right? Then after that, of course, they give me the fake religion too. They try to tell me that there was God outside of myself that lives in the clouds and hiding behind the clouds and that I was born in sin. So I'm like, yo, how can I be born in sin, bro? I didn't even do shit. Like, bro, come on, bro. I'm 5 years old. I just got here, bro. What the fuck did I do within 5 years? To be in sin. That shit wasn't making no sense, So niggas try to tell me the story. Oh yeah, you're born in sin, and because you're born in sin, you must repent. You must give up your soul to this entity. And at first, I was like, oh okay, because as I'm saying, people's okay. As a newborn, you come into the reality, right? Basically, it's like you don't have no choice but to kind of believe what they're telling you because these people have been here this whole time. You just entered into the space. So you have to rely on people who've been into the space already, who's more familiar with the space to, tell you about the space. So I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, there's a Jesus up there. Okay, you say his name is Jesus. So I'm like, okay. So I'm just following what they're telling me. And then one day I said to my uncle, I was like, yo, so how come I not see Jesus yet, brother? How come I not come? How come I not talk to where I say nothing? And the man looked at me and said, yo, you ask too much questions. Okay? Like, my family were very annoyed with me as a young kid because shit needed to make sense. Make it make sense. Don't tell me no bullshit, bro. That's not making no logical sense or spiritual sense, right? And then when I ask questions, you're going to tell me that, oh, you ask too much question, my youth. Just have faith. You see? Because they themselves don't fucking know. See, they're just relying on a story that were told to them from a person that story was told to them, and they keep rolling the shit right over, bro. But you see, once I look at myself and I realize that I just came to the awareness, and it's like this. It's like, okay, God is the magnetic impulse of energy that exists within all things that gives everything life, right? Because watch this. If only God existed in the beginning, Okay? We're not going to stay on this topic long because I don't want to get the religious folks all riled up, right? But if in the beginning only God existed, right? And then God create everything. What did God create everything from? I need somebody to actually answer this question for me. If in the beginning only God existed, nothing else existed but God, but then God created everything, what did God create everything from? I'm going to show you how they fucked you up into the mind, bro, because you're not thinking, right? What did God create everything from? Obviously, God would have to create everything from itself, because if only God existed in the beginning, bro, then God created everything. God is the only energy that existed, so clearly God would have to create everything from itself. Now, the second question is, how the fuck can God be separate from its creation? Explain that one to me. How can God be separate from its creation if everything is created by God's energy? Make it make sense. You see? So now you come to the understanding and you realize that, okay, if God created everything, then God exists within everything. Basic common sense. Okay? Literally, I'm just asking you to think for yourself, to express your own independent thought. I'm not asking you to believe in nothing, and I'm not asking you not to believe. I'm just bringing you the facts and allowing you to use your own mind to process it and see if it makes sense to you. Right? So, if God created everything, then God's energy is within everything, which means that the only reason you're alive right now and looking at me is because God's energy is creating you, which means that you have God's energy within you. Basic fucking common sense, right? So if you have God's energy within you that's giving you life and creating you, then why the fuck can't you not tap into that energy? It's you, bro. Tap into yourself. If you want to connect to God, bro, you tap within, not outside, bro. Why the fuck do you need to go to a church and pay a third party middleman between you and God? Why do you need a third party or a middleman for you to connect to God? You see, it's really some bullshit, but people don't be thinking, bro. And this is why I be getting mad. Do you see why? Because it's like, this is ridiculous, bro. How do you expect me to react, bro? This is ridiculous. When you sit down and you think about the awareness or the conscious level of the people running around in society, bro, it's crazy. They're gone. They're mentally gone. They're like walking zombies, bro. You see? And why is this happening? Because first you have to understand that people's operating at a lower level of consciousness because the food is also holding their consciousness down into the lower chakras because they're too dense. They're too heavy. You see, the endocrine glands in your body, which are connected to your chakras, are down. You're being affected, I would call this chemical warfare. Okay? You're being affected in such a way where you don't even realize it because guess what? The whole thing about brainwashing, bro, is that you will never know that you're brainwashed. See? You will never realize that you're being controlled. A true controller controls you without you knowing that you're even being controlled. You think that you're in control, but the whole time the controller is in control. That's how it works. Mind control, you will never know that you're being mind controlled. Brainwash, you will never know that you're actually brainwashed. You see? And so a lot of the people you see running around in the reality right now are completely brainwashed. They lack a sense of self. They don't know who they are yet. They're just operating on autopilot. And autopilot is like, okay, I need food right now. I need sex right now. I need stuff to feel comfortable right now. Tomorrow comes, I need that again. The next day come, I need that again. 1 week to a month to years pass, you haven't made any form of upgrade. Okay? So I want people to understand that what we're doing here, or this vibration that we're holding, bro, this is not just about no fucking food and no diet, bro. This is about your consciousness. This is about your evolution. This is about your awareness, bro. This is about you getting to a greater version of self. Because remember, why are we here as a collective right now having this human experience? Obviously, it's for us to evolve, bro. We're going through a process of evolution, okay? You're supposed to be evolving throughout your consciousness. Example, there's things that you did 10 years ago that you would not do right now because you've learned. Have you not? You learned from your mistake, right? All those experiences you had with different people, it has taught you a lesson. Some of these lessons were painful lessons, but you learned, right? And the lessons that you learned and the experience that you had, it caused you to become a greater version of who you are now. So obviously we're going through the process of evolution. Now, what you need to do is enhance your process of evolution, see, by basically applying that level of self-love while you're going through the process. Right now, every single day, bro, you should be getting up and your question to yourself should be, okay, well, how can I love myself more today? How can I outdo myself yesterday? Is it? That should be your question when you get up. Not you getting up, bro, to do the same bullshit you've been doing for the last 3 years, drinking the same coffee that's killing you, bro, eating the same fucking dead animals that's breaking down your organs and decomposing inside of your body, bro. You're always, in mood swings because you got too much parasites, bro. You can't get along with your family. You can't get along with your significant other because your hormones is always out of balance, bro. That's not real life you're living. You're getting up and living over the same old patterns, so you're not improving. You're not upgrading. You're not transcending. You see, that's what we're talking about, bro. So this is not just about no food and you can't eat that and you can eat this. This is not what this is about. See, you're still thinking on a surface level. Go deeper than that, okay? What we're trying to do here is get the physical body, right? Raise the vibration of the physical body because remember, you have 3 aspects of self. What are the 3 aspects of self? Okay? Mind, body, and soul, or you can say mind, body, spirit. Doesn't matter, but you have the 3 aspects of self. You have your mind, you have a body, and you have a soul, right? Well, these 3 aspects of self of who you are needs to be cultivated. That's the only way you're going to get to a higher level of awareness, right? But first, out of the 3 aspects of self, which one have taken the most damage? Is it your body? Is it your mind? Or is it your spirit? Well, we find that the physical body have taken the most damage because you're in the matrix where they've been injecting you with all kind of poisons and heavy metals. You see, they've been feeding you all kind of dead foods and carcinogenic foods with additives and citric acid, calcium, chloride, and sodium bicarbonate. You see, the water's polluted. You got fluoride in the fucking water, right? Calcifying, hardening your pineal gland, lowering your cognitive function and your perception and your awareness abilities. See? So the water is fucking you over there. They're fucking you over with the food, right? Next, come over to your, what? Your skin products. Because you guys don't even know that your skin is the largest organ. You see? And you can eat through your skin. Actually, right now, you're breathing through your skin. How about that? You think that you're only breathing through your nose and your mouth? You're breathing through your skin right now. Just that you're not sensitive enough to pick it up. That's why you got pores, bro. Because a mosquito can't actually bite you. Mosquitoes ain't got no fucking teeth, bro. All they do is go right through your pores into your blood vessel to extract your blood right out. So to understand that your skin is always breathing, right? But you got all them fucking toxins, your toxic ass lotions and skin products and perfume and cologne, all type of toxins in your bloodstream. See? So you see, on a physical level, they've been contaminating your blood. They've been contaminating you through the food, contaminating you through the job. They contaminate you through the water. All of this is to what? Keep you in a lower state of consciousness, right? Because they will never empower you. What was religion for? Keep you in a lower state of consciousness because they will never empower you, bro, because they cannot control somebody who's empowered. They can only control somebody who's disempowered, who just becomes a worthless skin suit or a salary slave, you see? So understand that they're not here to empower you. You have to empower yourself. And all I'm trying to do is give you the keys to empower yourself. And I'm not asking you for shit. I don't want anything from you. I'm not asking you to buy nothing. I'm not asking you to buy no course, no books, no nothing. Okay? I'm organically just here for you because I'm going through the experience as well, right? And I've also learned through my own experience, you see? And be like, okay, cool. If going down this road, engaging in these processes is degenerating us, right? Then, okay, let's drop all of this artificial foods that the Matrix have created. Let's go back to nature and eat and consume what? God or the universe, whatever name you want to call it, put that back into the body, right? Okay, let's get our mental together, right? Instead of you on Netflix all the time, instead of you on the internet arguing, conflicting, and fighting with another person, how about you go sit down in meditation for an hour? See? Go sit in silence. How about you go within yourself and forgive everybody that hurt you in the past? How about everybody who traumatized you? How about you go and you transmute those traumas into power? Okay? How about you realize that there's nobody coming to save you, so you must save yourself? But you save yourself by insisting upon the power that's already within you, which is the God force energy that's giving you life right now. You see? So you see the trick. As long as you sit here and you depend on some outside savior or some aliens from another planet to come here, bro, you're going to be sitting here forever. But once you realize that you have that God force energy within you that can be cultivated and insisted upon, now you start to look within. Now you start to go within. Now you start to see the importance of your existence. Now you see why you must take care of yourself. Now you see why you must love yourself. Now you realize that, oh shit, okay, your ancestors are within you. That's your DNA, bro. You got to take care of them. Now you realize that, oh, you got DNA that needs to be unlocked. Okay, how are you going to unlock these DNA? You're not going to unlock these DNA doing what everybody else in the reality is doing. You're going to have to take care of yourself. You're going to have to nurture yourself. You're going to have to uplift yourself. You're going to have to reinvent yourself. You're going to have to unlearn and relearn. You see, this is really what it is. This existence is your responsibility. You want to be healthy, you got to do things that constitute to you being healthy, bro. Okay? You want to be vibrant, you got to consume vibrant and healthy foods. Do things that's in the resonance and vibration of what you're trying to be. But you can't tell me, yo, bro, I want to get healthy. But you get up tomorrow morning, you're still eating processed sugar. You're still eating dead animals. You see what I'm saying? You're still out there killing your fucking kidneys with all type of liquor every weekend. See, you're not serious. You want to, you see, you have a desire. You would like to be healthy. You would like to be vibrant, right? But here's the thing. You're not feeling that willpower. Because see, a lot of people out there want to do this, bro. They want to change. It's not like they want to be, you know, in that same version, old version of who they are. They want to change and grow. But for a lot of people, they're not able to cultivate or derive the willpower to do so. Why do you think they don't have the willpower to initiate the change that they want? Why do you think that? Because they've been disempowered. Okay? You've been disempowered mentally. Okay? The people you're around that is not motivating you, not empowering you. Okay? Then you have a religion that they've given you that's not empowering you, a religion that's telling you that you're born in sin even though you didn't do shit. See? Then you're also eating foods that are not empowering you. You see? So you're not being empowered on no kind of level at all. So because you're not being empowered and you're not even empowering yourself, you can't cultivate the willpower that you need to reach for greater heights. You see? So understand that everything starts with you. All I'm saying is to look at yourself right now. Start off with whatever you are, your mind, body, and soul. That's what you are. Cultivate your energy. Cultivate who you are. See? Become something greater. Otherwise, you're just going to be here like everybody else. Sit here, watch TV, have sex, eat food, drama, gossip, fight with your brothers and sisters until it's time you're getting old. And now you're close to dying. And what happens when people get to those stages? They start to look for a religion because now they start to worry now. And they're like, okay, what's going to happen after I die? Oh, I don't want to go to heaven to burn up in hell. See, so people start to become clogged up by the fears and the stories that have been programmed into their minds. So by the time they get to this age, now they're scared. They're like, okay, Jesus. See, so it's easier for you to cling on to a religion now because you still don't know who you are. You don't know anything about yourself. You don't know what's happening. You don't know what's going to happen to you. See, so you're afraid because, okay, we're kind of like afraid of the unknown. You see, the unknown, like most people are afraid of the unknown. You see? So that's really what it is. So I just want you to be able to see the blueprint. Okay? Don't follow into the same blueprint. Make your own blueprint, basically, by cultivating yourself. Okay? Creating your own life. thinking for yourself. This all starts off with thinking for yourself. Okay? Literally. Stop telling me what the fucking doctor says, what the scientist says, what they said. Think for yourself. Express independent thought. You have the God force energy within you right now. That's why you're alive. That's why you're here. Okay? Operate from that energy within yourself. Make contact with that energy within yourself. Okay? Go sit in meditation sometime. You can talk to yourself, be like, yo, who am I? What am I here to do? Higher self. Come on, talk to me. I know you're in there. Soul, talk to me. Like, talk to yourself, bro. Cultivate, get to know who you are, bro. Stop just getting up and be like, oh, bills, oh, I gotta go to work, oh, I gotta get some sex, I gotta get some food, I gotta go to this party. Who are you, though? What's your purpose here? So now you understand why we go so hard with the diet and the food, right? Because it's not just about diet, it's not just about food, it's about your consciousness, it's about your evolution. All right. If you're consuming things that are destroying the physical body, remember the physical body is connected with what? The emotional body, the mental body, and the astral body. You don't know anything about these things, or it may sound very hocus pocus to you because it weren't taught to you in school. How much do you know about the physical body right now? Right now, you're just over there with your phone, you're watching me, you're listening to what I'm saying right now. But inside of your body, bro, how you're even alive right now, this shit is fucking magical, bro. You're breathing oxygen. You're breathing something that you can't even fucking see, bro. Your life is dependent upon something that you can't even see. You got a heart beating in your chest. Like, you got all these organs in your body, bro, that are secreting different hormones and different things to keep you alive. Basically, you have a whole fucking universe. This is what we call it, the innerverse. Okay? You have a whole universe in here. Remember, you have the external universe, which you're looking up into the sky and the stars, the planets, but you also have the universe inside, which are all the planets as well, and all the stars, which are your chakras. It's just that, okay, guys, just that we were conditioned to just look at everything physical and everything outside. Okay? But how far have that gotten you? See, the people who just live externally know nothing about themselves. You see? So clearly that haven't gotten you pretty far. Well, now it's time for you to go inwards. That's why we say inner standing. Not understanding, but inner standing. Right? Because you gain inner standing by going through experiences, right? Right. The experience that you go through within yourself, that's inner standing. Right? So yes, you have a choice right now. You can engage in the processes and the things that's going to assist you in evolving and becoming a greater version of who you are, or you can just do what everybody else is doing right now. The gossip, the fight, the war, the low vibrational sex, all this kind of stuff, the party, the drinking, the celebrity beef and fake shit. How long are you going to do this for? Let me guess, 2020, 2024? You're going to do it 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, all the way up. How long are you going to keep doing this for? Are you going to let me log on to Instagram the next 20 years and having this very same conversation with you and you still didn't make any upgrade? Understand you're going through an experience right now. Okay? You have to figure out what this experience is about. Stop looking outside of yourself for people to tell you what you should believe in or what's going on or what God is or all this kind of stuff or what the devil is. Cultivate yourself. Go within and go experience it yourself. Come to your own level of understanding and awareness. Okay? All this external shit is not real. It's an illusion. Okay? It's like a dream playing out. You're here because you're supposed to cultivate yourself. Okay? Go through your process of evolution. Learn your lessons for your next lifetime because remember, we are infinite. There's no beginning, there's no end, and there's no such thing as death. Anybody who's a lucid dreamer, you've pretty much realized that this is just another dream, right? Because for a lucid dreamer, you become aware while you're in the dream and you're like, oh shit, okay, I'm in a dream right now. Okay, I'm not in America, in New York City on my bed right now. I'm definitely in the dream world. Okay, cool. Well, what do I want to do now? Okay, let's go to the future. Let's go to the past. Let's go. You see? But to tell a person about an experience like this, first they're gonna think that you're schizophrenic, or they're gonna think something's mentally wrong with you. They're gonna think you're delusional, right? Or this guy is just batshit crazy. You see what I'm saying? That you see, so but this is just because a lot of people are not unlocking their faculties. Remember, you have lower faculties and you have higher faculties. The lower faculties is like which would be like the root chakra, which have to do with like survival. It has to do with like stability. So if you're in survival mode all the time, your energy is kind of like staying to the root chakra, right? Then we have the sacral chakra, which is what your creativity, procreation, your sexuality. So most people are just always fucking all the time, right? So they're always surviving and they're always fucking all the time, right? Those are the lower faculties. Then we have the solar plexus, which is like what? Your ego, your identity, your drive, and your passion, right? So most people, they only use their lower faculties, which means they're always either surviving or doing things to survive. They're always out there fucking or fucking somebody, right? Or they're always in their ego. So those, you see, or they have passion and drive or whatever, but that's just the lower faculties. Then we have the higher faculties, right? The higher faculties are what? We have what? The heart chakra that have to do with love and connection, nurturing, caring, and so forth. Then we have what? The throat chakra, which is what? Communication and expression. We have the third eye chakra, which is what? Insight, vision, imagination. Then we have the crown chakra, which is like awareness, knowing, and so forth. So for most people, they only utilize their lower faculties. They don't use their higher faculties, or they never truly get to access or unlock the higher faculties because they're always operating into the lower faculties. You see, in this society, they design everything to make sure that they keep you operating in your lower faculties. So either they keep you in survival mode, okay? So basically, your whole world becomes about, okay, surviving. Okay, then the next two lower chakras is you're just being in your ego and your identity because you identify yourself with the body. That's why a lot of people believe that they're their body. You're not your body. You see? So most people, they just survive on with an identity, and they just be fucking. Those are the lower three faculties. And then the higher faculties, they tend to not really unlock these higher faculties. But the whole point is to realize that there's more. There's more to this, there's more to the reality, and there's more to you. Right? But you have to have that innate desire to wanting to discover more about yourself. Like for me, all the time, even in meditation, I'm always in there even asking my higher self, okay, higher self, I want to learn more about me. Okay. I want to learn more about my past life, my purpose. Like I be talking to myself, even though because here's the thing. You're not gonna hear like a response back, like how I'm talking to you right now, right? But you're gonna get a reply back. Either you just come into the knowing of it, you don't know how you know. It's like, okay, damn, I just know. How did I just know this? Or either you're gonna get an answer back in thoughts. So you like your own thoughts, which try to play back, and it'll give you the answer. But the point I'm trying to make is for you to realize that don't think that you're crazy for talking to yourself, or don't let the outside world condition you to believe that you're crazy for talking to yourself. This is you, okay? You're supposed to be within yourself, asking the questions, exploring. You're supposed to be trying to figure out why you're here, what your purpose is, what's going on. This whole thing is about the journey, not the destination, you see? But notice how they give you this whole destination, like, oh, yeah, as long as you do what we tell you to do, then you're going to go to heaven. So already they're conditioning you to believe that there's a destination for you to go. See, that's robbing you of the experience because you don't realize that life is not about the destination. It's about the journey. It's about the good times and the bad times and overcoming your obstacles and your challenges, transmuting your traumas into power, becoming a greater version of yourself, being able to look back and be like, wow, damn, that was sure fucking a lot to go through, but damn, I'm powerful. I overcame that. You see? So you have to ground yourself back into yourself, okay? And really start over and pull your attention back from the external world and really start to ask yourself, why am I here? Why am I having this experience? And even if your mind is already conditioned into religion, still you can still just wonder, okay, why does God put you here then? Okay? And then basically you start to work from that. Why are you here? Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Are you assisting others in the space? Because here's the thing. When you look out into nature, everything basically contributes to the life of something else. And this awareness was made to me by a mango tree. I was just in nature, and a mango tree, looking at a mango tree, and the awareness just came. And the awareness says, "Hey, do you notice that when a tree creates mangoes, you get mangoes, your neighbor get mangoes, your friends get mangoes, everybody get mangoes, right? And then the birds get mangoes, right? The mangoes that fall off the tree, the animals get the mangoes, okay? Then it's like, okay, what the animals don't want, the insects get it. Then what the insects doesn't want goes back to the soil, see, to become nutrient for a new life, for a new plant. So you realize that everything in nature contributes to the life of something else, because the tree did not just create one mango. See, the tree created thousands of mangoes so everybody could get. So it's to realize that, oh, nature is abundant, right? So likewise, if everything in the universe contributes to the life of something else, then your goal should be somewhere in the lines of you living a good life while contributing to others living a good life too. See, so that's kind of like my awareness, and that's how I live. I try to live a good life while contributing to others living a good life too. You see? So understand that your source is abundant. Okay, this is why I said come back to nature. You will receive your healing there, because nature is abundant, bro. You can be out there, take all the pills you want and the perkies and the people who profit off you being sick, but you will never really be healed there. You cannot heal there. You got to come back to your source to get your healing, right? So with that being said, I just want to say wholeness and love to everybody out there. And I really wanted to come in today and take the time to touch and connect, and just to reestablish the reason why we do what we do, the reason why we're holding on to this frequency, because we're very serious about our existence. We're not okay with just coming into this, you see, and just dying, not knowing who we are or reaching our greatest potential. That's not going to happen. Sorry. Okay. I don't know who you guys been following in the reality. Okay. All them rappers that just, spitting all type of bullshit, keeping you stuck into your lower chakras, chasing money and sex. That's not going to take you anywhere. Okay. So this is clearly a higher frequency. We're holding a higher vibration, and we're moving forward, and we're moving forward in harmony and balance together. Okay, that old world frequency of you fighting your brothers and your sister, tearing each other down, gunning that person down, gossiping, speaking negatively about another person, that's over now. Okay, that old world frequency, it's done. Leave it behind. It doesn't get us anywhere. That competing with each other all the time, trying to outdo each other, it's done now. It's over. That's not getting us anywhere. Have you noticed that as the year go by, there's more crime, there's more rape, more racism, more violence, more separation, more abuse? Clearly, bro, we're not evolving, bro. Clearly, we're not even coming together. As the year go by, we're degenerating. We're becoming worse and worse and worse and worse. And it's like nobody's even trying to fix it. People just out here fucking and having children, bro. Bringing children in the same fucking distortion that you created and been contributed to. That's the problem here, bro. You guys are not thinking about the future generation. Why do you think I be getting mad, bro? Because the same fucking garbage food that you're eating, bro, that's killing you and your grandparents, you're bringing your children into the reality to feed them the same fucking food. What's the point of this? What's the point of that? You're not in that process of evolution, bro. You're in the fucking process of degeneration. Because clearly, if we've been here this entire time, bro, and you had experience eating this whole bunch of trash that have destroyed your body, mind, and spirit, bro, why the fuck would you bring in the new generation and introduce them to the same fucking garbage? So it goes to show you that most people really aren't confronting their reality. They're lost, bro. People are literally lost. It's just, food, sleep, TV, entertainment, sex, have some kids, and that's life. That's not life. Damn, sometimes I have to laugh because it's like so serious that I really have to laugh. Like, what the fuck is this? And you guys want to be on the internet all day arguing about the opinion of food and protein, bro. We don't have time for that, bro. Do you think we have time to be here arguing about food? It's fucking simple. Listen, you only got two choices, bro. Either you go back to nature, you get your healing, okay? You get your health and vitality, or you keep eating dead animals and trash and degenerate. That's it, bro. I'm not going to waste no more time going back and forth with you. When you're choosing to basically self-destruct and destroy all your ancestors and all your children, bro, that's what you're doing. Especially for a lot of goddesses out there. Remember, ladies, okay, goddesses, let me just break something down so that you can understand. Remember, you're born with all the eggs that you will ever have. This is why whenever a man abandons his daughter, he abandons a whole fucking generation, because the female has all of the eggs that she will ever have, bro. Is he? So I just want you to think about this. While you're inside of the temple, right? And you have all these generations inside of you. Doesn't it make sense that you want to nurture and love yourself and heal yourself, right? So that you can bring forth the generation from you, basically can be brought forth in a higher state of vitality. But see, for a lot of y'all, bro, you keep eating the trash, you keep abusing yourself, you see? And then you're out here making children. So you're making children from what? A disease, contaminated, degenerated, sickly body. So a lot of children have sickle cell. Both parents had the sickle cell trait. Before them niggas go and get some fucking iron supplements and detox and cleanse their body out, they wanted to be out here fucking. You shouldn't be out here fucking if you're sick, bro. Why the fuck are you focused on sex, bro? You don't deserve no fucking sex. Go heal your body. You're sick. You shouldn't be engaging in the procreation or the creation process with a sick body and sick organs, bro. You don't even respect the creation energy, bro, because you're going to engage in this process with a sick body. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? You're not being serious. It's like, listen, I come on the internet, I scroll through and I see all the bullshit going on, and I'm like, wow, guess it's just another day of this again. Anyway, I'm going to allow you guys to ask some questions, okay, because we've been talking for quite a lot. And initially, honestly, I really come on here because I wanted to talk about the lymphatic system, but it's like, damn. All right, guys, so go ahead with the questions. Let me try and answer some of these questions for y'all today. How can we get food allergies? Okay, so a lot of food allergies are caused by parasites, and it's also caused by the jabs that you've been getting. Okay? So when you get the jabs, you have a mercury and aluminum and all type of heavy metals that get into the body, which cause you to have allergic reactions. Okay? Especially people who basically, they're outside, they can't handle some pollen. They're like, oh, allergies, bro. Bro, it is not normal for you to be allergic to nature. Obviously, something is wrong with you. Okay, do you see any animals outside allergic to nature in the air, bro? Or the pollen off the trees? Obviously, bro, they have contaminated your vessel, and now, basically, like, you can't even survive in nature, bro. That shit makes no sense. How the fuck can you be a human being who can't survive in nature? You tell me you can't go outside and breathe God's fresh oxygen because you have allergy, bro, and you think that that's normal, talking about, yo, I got pollen allergy, man. Nah, bro, you got toxins and heavy metals inside of your body. Go detox, go cleanse. Ain't no such thing as that being normal for you to be allergic to nature, bro. What type of bullshit is that? Okay? So, yes, need a detox, need a cleanse, do a parasite cleanse and do a heavy metal cleanse, and come back and tell me how your allergy feel. All right? Someone said dog allergies. I don't know about that, but in true reality, you're not supposed to be, well, let me not say you're not supposed to be, because there's no rules to this, but You probably shouldn't be hugging up and kissing up on no dogs, bro. I keep seeing people on the internet doing that thing. And okay, here's the thing. In Jamaica, bro, in Jamaica, dogs sleep outside. Okay, they sleep outside. They don't ever come in the house, bro. Okay. When I came to America and I saw dogs driving in passenger seat, and I see people kissing up dogs in the couch, dogs in the kitchen. I'm like, whoa, I walk one here, so you know. So then eventually, eventually I start to learn that Americans they're very close with their dogs. I even found out that there's literally people who love their dog more than they love other humans. You see, like literally, the dogs here in this country live better than homeless people. You see, so I'm like, whoa, But as to what I'm saying, you shouldn't be hugging up and kissing up with no dogs, bro. All right, so dog allergy, just leave the dog outside or leave the dog on the floor, bro. All right. Okay, someone asked a question. Is there anything to help with autism? Now, speaking on these subjects, I tend to not wanting to speak on it like a broad topic because I'm not a medical doctor and these kind of things are very sensitive. All right, but I will say that I've actually assisted people with autism by basically upgrading their iron intake. Okay, so I utilize burdock and I've used sarsaparilla as well, combine burdock and sarsaparilla, and with bugleweed, and we have seen like tremendous benefits to where children who have autism were starting to show like improvement. Okay, and it's to where even some of those parents they inbox me, they're like, "Oh, even the teacher noticed a difference." So for autism, I would say increase your iron intake. The more iron in your body is the more oxygen that goes to the brain. Okay, Dr. Sebi also talked about this as well with autism and schizophrenic. By increasing the oxygen to the brain, okay, you're gonna have like more cognitive function, more coherence, basically. Someone said, "Where are you located? Can I come see you in person?" So I don't really trust people on the internet. Okay, I don't want you all trying to kidnap me and all that kind of stuff. So I won't be telling you where I live. Okay, but we're currently building a healing retreat village in Jamaica. So um, within the next 6 or 7 months, we're gonna be ready. You guys are gonna be able to come to Jamaica to the retreat. We're gonna have herbal medicine. We're gonna have yoga. We're gonna have the waterfall. We're gonna have everything there. Yes, guys, I am born in Jamaica. Okay. You guys ever heard about the Maroons, the indigenous people of Jamaica? That's where I'm from the mountains. Okay, someone asked here how to detox your lymphatic system. So first thing first, you want to do with your lymphatic system, of course, you want to discontinue eating foods that are bad for the lymphatic system. One of the main food is going to be cheese. You want to avoid cheese. You want to avoid soy. You want to avoid McDonald's fries. McDonald's fries are sprayed with a chemical called butane. Butane is the very same chemical that's inside of your lighter, and that's what they spray on the fries to preserve the fries. That clogs up and block up your lymphatic system. So stay away from all fries, all burgers. Okay. Next thing I want you to do, you're gonna have to do dry skin brushing. You're gonna get a brush, not too hard, not too soft, and you're gonna brush your entire skin at least once a day. Okay, dry skin brushing. The next thing you're gonna need to do, you're gonna need to do a lymphatic system massage. You can go to a normal massage parlor or whatnot, and inquire about getting a lymphatic system massage. Right? If not, you can just do stretch and do compound movement to move the lymphatic system. So now we're talked about stimulating the lymphatic system. Okay. So now we have to go internally. Now we're going to need to use the herbs and the fruits. So one of the most powerful fruits for moving and stimulating the lymphatic system is going to be your seeded grapes. Make sure that the grapes have seed. If they do not have any seed in them, leave it at the supermarket. Okay. The second thing that's good for moving the lymphatic system is going to be your coconut water. And as we talked about before, I don't want to see you guys out there drinking coconut water from no fucking bottles with preservatives. That's not no coconut water, bro. You're drinking tap water with artificial flavor and processed sugar, bro. Stop playing around. Okay, real coconut water. The next thing you're gonna need herbs like cleavers, red clover. Those herbs are good for the lymphatic system. I can give you much more herb, but I don't want to, overwhelm you with all these herbs. So red clover and cleavers, you can drink those for the lymphatic system. Seeded grapes for the lymphatic system. Do the dry skin brushing, do the lymphatic system massage, do compound movement, and allow that lymphatic system to filter. Stay away from cheese, stay away from soy, stay away from burgers, stay away from fries, stay away from mayonnaise. Okay? All that big block of mucus that y'all be eating, stop eating that shit. All right? And that's how you start to work on the lymphatic system. Now, we do have lymphatic system cleanse on our website, but we have basically put everything out of stock because we're so backed up with orders, guys. We had over 400 to 500 orders like overnight, and that caused a lot of problems because we couldn't get out all those orders in an efficient amount of time. And a lot of people were mad. They were like, yo, my order's taking too long. But it's like, yo, I got so much orders. I just haven't got up to your order yet. What do you expect me to do, right? So a lot of people start calling their bank and all that kind of thing. So we just kind of just stop taking orders until we're able to produce more. So we do have the lymphatic system cleanse. We have the blood cleanse, the colon cleanse. We have everything at alkalinejungle.com, but we're just not able to keep up with the demand at the moment. So we've temporarily stopped taking orders until the next 2 days. So if you can wait next 2 to 3 days, you can go to our website and you can get literally everything that you need to cleanse the entire body, right? So that's how we cleanse the lymphatic system. Okay. What about inflammation? Let me see here. What about inflammation for underarms? Now, understand that underneath your armpits is where you have the lymphatic system as well. And the lymphatic system filtered out waste and inflammation, right? So if you have inflammation underneath your armpits, maybe because your lymphatic system is blocked up in your lymph nodes, remember, if you look underneath your armpits right here, you can see where you have the lymph nodes, right? These are the lymph nodes right here. Okay, lymph node, lymph node, lymph node. That's the lymphatic capillaries. Okay, this is your cells where all of the toxins and waste matter flow through the interstitial fluid through into the lymphatic system vessel. And this goes all the way down to what? The lymph nodes where we have the B cell, the T fighter cells. These are what protects and strengthens your immunological system, right? So if you have inflammation on your underarm, which is here, okay, it's because your lymphatic system is clogged. You need to cleanse and open up the lymphatic system, which means you need to do exactly what we talked about just now, okay? Right. Healing is a lifetime journey. Absolutely it is, okay? You have to understand that this is not some kind of quick fix. Oh, I just drink this in 2 weeks, I'm better. No. You have to constantly engage in a process of taking care of yourself, and that's how you get your healing. All right? And also keep in mind that everybody heal at different rate. A lot of times I have clients, and they're like, oh, but how come you had that person that fast for 40 days and they're healed, and I've been on this for the last 6 months to a year, and I'm not healed yet? And it's like, okay, remember, your internal conditions are going to be different. Each and every person, internal condition is going to be different. Okay, now depending upon the severity, okay, of your internal condition, basically it's going to take different time. Okay, so you have to be patient with yourself and just know that, okay, you're staying consistent with your process, and eventually, your body's going to heal. Can a person detox from heavy metals? Hold on, I'm going to get back to that question. All right, guys, obviously it's too much questions and there's no possible way I can even see that much questions. So automatically I'm not going to see some of the questions that's there. So it's probably good if you guys slow down with the question because I'm not going to get to see it anyway. It's too much. All right. So can a person detox from heavy metals if metal was placed in their body from surgery? Okay. So, so let's just use as an example, the teeth filling. Okay. Mercury, okay, the dental amalgam, I think that's what it's called, right? So the dental amalgam is where they put the mercury as a tooth filling, right? Now here's what happened. Once you have a tooth filling with mercury in it, you can never heal. It's impossible for you to heal, ever, until that tooth filling comes out. The reason for this is because every single day that tooth filling secrete up to 4 grams of mercury into your bloodstream, which gets concentrated into the kidneys and the pineal gland, and also harms the lymphatic system as well. You see? So with everybody that we're healing, or once we do a consultation with a person, you see, and we're about to put them on that process of healing, we always ask them, yo, do you have any dental fillings with mercury in it? And if they do, we send them to go and remove it. Okay? You can use a different type of material to fill your teeth, but mercury and heavy metals, no. Because you can never truly heal with heavy metals in your body because it's always affecting your blood. Okay? So if you have surgeries where you have metals into your body, okay, make sure that it's not mercury. Okay? Other type of metals, it might be okay. Okay? But mercury, definitely want to get that mercury out of the body. All right? Yeah. Someone asked, where can they get these diagrams? You can find them on Amazon. Okay, just type in laminated body anatomy, laminated. Okay, body anatomy on Amazon. They're going to pop up right there and you can get them right there. All right. How to clear negative thoughts. Okay, so you clear negative thoughts by transmuting negative thoughts into positive thoughts. Okay, now remember, there's nothing wrong with having negative thoughts because yin to a yang. Once you yin, you're going to yang, right? So you're going to have positive thoughts, negative thoughts, like you have positive energy, negative energy. So once I start realizing that, oh, I'm harnessing a lot of negative thoughts in my mind, I go into meditation and I sit down in silence and I confront the negative thoughts. And I ask myself, okay, why am I having this negative thought right now? Okay, how is this negative thought benefiting me? You see, what can I do with this negative thought? And upon asking those questions, I'm like, okay, this negative thought is not helping me and it's not helping nobody else. So how do I transmute this negative thought into something more positive? And I just transmute it right there, you know? So let's just say I'm having a negative thought about myself or an idea, you know, I transmute that, okay? Literally. You don't allow negative thoughts to stay in your mind because that's how they start to, you know, because a negative thought can be considered like a weed, right? Like a weed, which is in your subconscious mind. Like basically, how do I explain it? Okay, so basically, if you allow yourself to harness a lot of negative thoughts, they start taking up room in your mind, and now you start to harness a lot of negative thoughts. But once you're able to catch the negative thoughts and transcend the negative thoughts immediately, you see, then you don't tend to get more negative thoughts. But if you hold on to a negative thought for too long and you keep processing it, and you keep processing it, and you keep processing it, you see, you're not creating that environment for more negative thoughts to be harnessed. So once you get a negative thought, you want to transmute it immediately, right? And keep that space for positive thoughts and creativity and stuff into your mind. How do you meditate? You meditate by going in silence. And first, when you go into meditation, remember, your mind is going to be running. So you're closing your eyes, you're not moving, right? And you're just there, you're controlling your breathing, right? So you're just in that state of just nothingness. Because remember, while your eyes are open, your eyes are looking at this, looking at that. Your ears are listening for that sound and that sound. But in meditation, you're shutting down your 5 senses. Remember, all your 5 senses, you're shutting them down. So you're not eating no food, you're not tasting anything, you're not seeing anything, you're not listening to anything, right? So now you're just in that state of like darkness and nothingness. Now, what you're going to notice at this point is your mind is going to start to think. It's going to start to bring up memories. It's going to talk about, oh, this bill, you got to pay this bill. Then it's going to talk about this girl or whoever. It's going to start bringing up stuff from the past, things that happened and this and that. And then after a while, you realize that your mind just keep running. So the next level now is to now turn your mind off. See, this is where a lot of people are going to realize that, oh shit, I'm not in control of my mind like I thought I was. Because now when you're trying to turn your mind off and stop yourself from thinking, you realize that, whoa, this is the hardest shit in the world, to turn my own mind off. So now I'm going to have to ask you the question. If you're not in control of your mind, then who is? See? Now you realize that you're not really in control of the upper heaven like you think you have, right? So now your next stage is going to be to, how long can you sit in meditation and having no thoughts? We call this stilling the mind or bringing the mind to stillness. So you're shutting down the entire processing of the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. Remember, the right and the left hemisphere is always processing information, right? So now in meditation, you've got to what we call the 0 point or the still point. And the 0 point is where you're right in between the left and the right brain. So you're right here in the middle. So the right brain is sending information, the left brain is sending information. So the left brain is sending logics and reasoning, analytical, numbers, calculation. The right brain is what? Creativity, imagination, right? Love, music, art, aspiration. That's what the right brain does, right? So you have the divine masculine, the left side of your brain, which is logics and reasoning, analytical control. You have the divine feminine, which is the right brain, which is your creativity, your art, your imagination, right? So both aspects of these are always functioning together. Even right now, I'm talking to you, both brains are working, right? But in meditation, in meditation, you're not able to achieve the 0 point or the stillness. So now you're right in between the left and the right brain, and you're not thinking, you're not making no noise, no thoughts, you're having 0 thoughts. Okay? Now, once you can be in that moment of stillness for a long period of time, remember, you're also controlling your breathing at the same time. So you're breathing from your diaphragm because you're not breathing through your chest like the average human being, right? So now you're breathing from your diaphragm. You're sending more oxygen, more prana, into your lower chakras, right? And so now you have achieved that still point. Now here's where the beautiful thing happened, right? Once you're able to sit in meditation for that long and bring your mind to stillness, you start to, how would I explain this? Another side of your consciousness starts to become activated. And even sometimes you feel yourself being pulled out of the body. Like you feel a consciousness just start to go up. And sometimes your heart can start to race because you're like, what the fuck just happened? Because you're just here in meditation and all of a sudden you feel like you're leaving the body. Like you're being pulled up out of the body. That shit can really scare you, see? Because the physical body think that, oh, you're dying or something. But in true reality, you are dying. Okay? So, man, this is such a beautiful thing to experience. And just trying to relate back. Okay, so think of it like this. When you're in meditation and you bring yourself to a certain point of stillness, because you're not thinking no more, because you're not tasting, you're not seeing, you're not hearing, okay, you're not really touching anything. Basically, all the 5 senses have been disabled, right? So now because the 5 senses have been disabled, the mind, and now you've basically disengaged the mind, right? Pretty much the body thinks that you're dead. You see? So your physical body thinks that, oh shit, you're dead because you're not moving. Okay? You're not moving up any waves. Okay? Okay, if you're able to scan like your brain waves at that point, then you don't have any spike. Okay? So your brain wave is like there's no oscillation to your brain wave because you're so still. Okay? Once you've been able to achieve this level of stillness, another side of your consciousness opens up and you start to feel like you're being pulled out of the body, right? And whatever happens from that point on is not something that I can really relate to you in language because I'm struggling to explain myself in English to begin with, right? But it's like, basically experience is the greatest teacher, okay? I can't explain to you what happened after that. You have to go through your experience yourself and then you're just going to know, okay? You're going to go through the process and you're just going to call me and be like, yo, yeah. And I'm going to be like, yeah. Like, we don't have to talk, basically. Like, once you go through the experience, we just know what it is. It's like a form of non-linguistic intelligence, you know? But beautiful things start to happen once you start going within yourself and you start to cultivate who you are and you start to come into that greater knowing, you know, of your talents, your gift, your potential. As I said, it's not something that can be explained or conveyed by words. It's just something that you have to experience yourself from being in that energy or being in that frequency and vibration. You know what I say? Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. So go ahead and ask some more questions. I did kind of get carried away with that question there, so go ahead. I do have around 20 more minutes on here before I gotta go. The process to go and ship out the orders. Do you smoke weed? Yeah, sometimes. but I'm not a smoker. Okay, hypertension. Is it okay to eat black beans? Yes, but just not too much. Remember that beans are acidic. Okay, and the original bean is garbanzo bean or chickpeas. That's the original bean. Okay, all the other beans are like hybridized version, and some are extremely acidic. So just don't eat too much, and you're fine. Same thing with kidney beans. Kidney beans is not gonna kill you, but you eat too much of it, you're putting too much acid into the body. Okay, so when it comes to acidic foods, you would definitely want to monitor acidic foods. Okay, where are you from? I'm born in Jamaica, in the mountains, in the woods. What would you recommend for swelling and numbness in the arms? I would recommend white willow bark because white willow bark arrests inflammation. White willow bark is also a very potent, powerful herb, which is the reason why they utilize it to make aspirins. Okay, so the white willow bark is going to get rid of any kind of inflammation and pain in the body and in your joints as well. Very good for arthritis as well. White willow bark. Shroom experience. Did you enjoy it? Listen, my shroom experience is kind of like so deep. I'm not even going to talk about it right now because this live is going to be way too long, right? But yeah, we'll talk about that the next time. But let's just say that it was very interesting and very intrinsic. How do we detox metals from our bodies? By utilizing chlorophyll. And chlorophyll is going to be the most powerful heavy metal detoxer because it actually binds with heavy metals and pull them outside of the body. Chlorophyll in the human blood also have the same molecular structure. The only difference is that we have iron in the center of ours, and in chlorophyll, they got magnesium in the center. You see? So chlorophyll is going to be what binds to those heavy metals and pull them out of the body. And when I'm talking about chlorophyll, I'm not talking about the synthetic chlorophyll that you guys are buying in bottles, talking about, oh, I'm just dropping one drop into my water. No. Get you a corpus juicer, get you some natural greens, and you want to extract the chlorophyll naturally from the plant and consume it same time. Okay, it's going to be much more potent and it's going to work much more efficiently. A goddess asks here, what is good for asthma? So understand that asthma is when you have mucus in your lungs. Okay, the bronchial tubes, everything is inflamed with mucus. So you need to get that mucus up out of your respiratory tract and up out of the lungs and up out of the bronchial tubes. You're going to need, one of the main herbs that you're going to need is going to be mullein and mullein flowers. Okay, and elderberry and elderflower. In fact, you can just go to alkalinejungle.com and look for our respiratory cleanse. We have the respiratory cleanse there. And you can just order one of that comes with everything combined already. All right. But for asthma, the elderberry and the elderflower and the mullein flowers is going to literally restore your entire respiratory tract. Very fast too. Okay. What greens hold the most chlorophyll? Damn. That's a good ass question. I feel like if I give you an answer, I'm just going to be guessing. And I'm not going to do that unless I know for a fact what greens contain the most chlorophyll. I do not know which one contains the most chlorophyll. I've never actually thought about it or even tested or did a comparison. But dandelion greens contains a high concentration of chlorophyll, right? Dandelion greens, yeah. And what else did I get a lot of chlorophyll out of? I do get a lot of chlorophyll out of kale, but dandelion greens have more higher concentration of chlorophyll. So I'm gonna go with dandelion greens. Alfalfa. Okay, somebody say alfalfa. Alfalfa is great as well. Someone asked, how do we move towards forgiveness? Okay. Well, here's the thing about forgiveness. It's to understand that, right? When it comes to forgiveness, it's to understand that forgiveness is not for them, but the forgiveness is for you. Because while you're holding on to something that somebody did to you, you're actually the prisoner. You see? So the forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. And keep in mind that forgiving is not forgetting. Okay? Forgiving is to remember, but without the pain. You see? So also understand that by you not forgiving others, you're blocking up your own energy. Because once you have a thought process or a thought about this person, then you see, you have that negative energy that you're holding on to from what they did to you or what they said. And you have to be able to release that because you need to free up your power. Now, I want you to think about it like this, right? Think about if, as you go through a life, you know, there's people who abuse you or do other things to you as you go through a life, right? Now, I want you to think of you holding on to each and everything that each and every person did to you. You see, now that's weighing you down. See, that's weighing you down because there's so much weight and so much pain that you're holding on to. It's like you're weighing yourself down. So you can't rise or reach to your greatest potential because you're being weighted down by other people and what happened into the past. You see? So learning to forgive people is to realize that you're actually freeing up your power. See? It's not for them, it's for you. Okay? So let it go. Okay? It happened already. You're a greater version of yourself now. And you just move forward. See? There's no point holding on to anything, bro. Move forward with your life and go be great. All right? Whatever happened in the past, happened in the past. You can't change it. Move forward. Absolutely. And I've been through this process before, where, okay, just put it like this, right? I had to go through the experience of forgiving to also learn and realize that it was also weighing me down as well. You see? And how great I felt afterwards. It's like, wow. Bladderwrack conjus crispus switch to 80% fruits. Beautiful. Yes. So the bladderwrack and the conjus crispus combined give you all of the bromides and the minerals and the phytonutrients that your body actually needs to function on a daily basis. Have you ever heard of topical steroid withdrawal? No, goddess, I haven't heard of that one, but that definitely sounds dangerous. How to heal the thyroid? Okay, let's talk about the thyroid for a little bit because a lot of people out there actually have thyroid problems. All right. So, okay. So first thing to understand, your thyroid gland is one of the most important gland in the body. It's sitting right here. So if you put your hand over your throat, you can feel like a little butterfly thing over your windpipe, right? That's called your thyroid gland. Now, your thyroid gland is responsible for what? Your heart rate. It's responsible for your body temperature and your metabolism. Also, the parathyroid gland is responsible for the absorption of calcium. Okay? So a lot of people you see out there that got like weak bones, your joint problems because your thyroid gland is down, which means that your body's not absorbing enough calcium from the food to strengthen your bones. So now you got weak joints and weak bones. You need to go and consult with your thyroid gland, which is also what? Your throat chakra, which is also what I'm using for what? Communication and expression right now, right? See, they understand that? So these are the endocrine glands, okay? And then you have the pineal gland, you have the pituitary gland. Cool? So here's what the thyroid gland look like. Okay? So this is the thyroid gland, and then you have the parathyroid gland over it. So now, it's to understand that the thyroid gland needs what? The thyroid gland needs iodine to function. Now, where do you get iodine from? You get iodine from what? You get iodine from sea salt, natural sea salt. You get iodine from seaweeds. Okay, you may even get iodine from even fish. Some people eat fish. You may even get iodine from fish as well, right? Because the iodine is the mineral that's inside of the seawater. Okay? So you need an iodine for your thyroid gland to function. Now, what happens when you don't have enough iodine? Okay? Hold on here. All right, so yeah, when you don't get enough iodine, right, it's called hypothyroidism. Okay? But yet, when the thyroid gland is producing too much thyroxine, it's called hyperthyroidism. So if okay, let's just say your thyroid gland is producing too much thyroxine, it's overreactive. Okay, if you have an overreactive thyroid gland, the herb that you're gonna need to fix that is bugleweed. Okay, bugleweed, bugleweed, bugleweed. If you have an overactive thyroid, okay. Now, if you have an underactive thyroid, which is hypothyroidism, right? Yeah, because hypothyroidism is underactive thyroid, which means you need iodine. So you need to consume sea moss, you consume kelp, nori. Basically, go to nature, which you go back to the ocean. You're gonna get your seaweed, right, or your natural sea salt, and you're gonna get your iodine there. Okay. Now, if you have hyperactive, which is an overactive thyroid gland, you're gonna need bugleweed. Kind of took me a while to pull that information back up. It's like I store so much information in my brain, like sometimes I have to pull it back up. It's a lot. It's literally a lot. Yes, Celtic salts is good salt. Yes, bugleweed. Oh, so a goddess here, she says lemon balm for hypothyroidism. I've never actually heard about lemon balm being utilized externally for hypothyroidism, but that's actually very interesting. And I will definitely look into it. Shortness of breath, your lungs. Okay. You need to detox and cleanse out your respiratory tract. Also, you need to learn how to breathe properly. As I said before, guys, the average person do not know how to breathe. Okay. This is how the average person breathe today. You look at them and just breathe like this. Like you can even see their head moving and their upper body moving while they're breathing. This is not the correct way how to breathe. Okay, your body's not supposed to be moving while you're breathing, bro. Your chest and your shoulders should not be moving while you're breathing. You're not breathing properly, or you're not using the proper organ that's designed for you to use to breathe. So stop breathing like this. See how that sounds? That sounds ridiculous. You need to breathe from your diaphragm, deep breathing, right? Which means when you breathe in, your stomach should go all the way out. And when you breathe out, your stomach should come all the way in, right? So breathe in, breathe out. Notice my upper body is not moving because my diaphragm is expanding. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so learn how to breathe from your diaphragm. Like right now, I'm talking and breathing directly from my stomach, not from my chest. This is what it's gonna sound like if I'm talking from my chest. Okay, so this is what it sounds like if I talk from my chest. You see the difference? Versus using the air from the diaphragm. Versus using the air from the chest. See? So learn how to breathe properly. Throughout the day, take at least a good 10 minutes, and you can sit down and do the breathing exercise. Just sit down and move your diaphragm. And you can hold for 3 seconds, and then you breathe out in 3 seconds. Now, when you breathe into your diaphragm, this allows the body to harnesses more prana from the oxygen to oxygenate your cells to give your body more energy, right? And it also sends more oxygen to your brain, which allow you to be more coherent to increase your cognitive functions as well. When your adrenals are down, you could definitely have shortness of breath. You need to raise your blood pressure. Yes, when the adrenal glands are down, that's absolutely true. You know, and the adrenal glands also controls your nutrient absorption of salt and sugars as well. All right. So, and for a lot of people out there, their adrenal glands is actually burnt out. You know, because as you guys already know, for 90% of Americans actually have adrenal burnout because the adrenal glands is your stress response, create your stress response hormones, right? And so the more you stress is the more vitamin C that your adrenal glands actually needs to function. And for a lot of people, they experience adrenal burnout um, on a day-to-day basis, you know, just from going to work, coming back in traffic and bills and stress. All right, guys. So I actually do have a consultation, so I'm gonna have to go. I totally forgot I had a consultation at 7. So I'm gonna touch base back in with you guys tomorrow. Okay, so meet me here on live tomorrow, and we're gonna go back over the lymphatic system because the last live we did on the lymphatic system got deleted. Right? What are your thoughts about intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is very, very powerful. And I definitely want you guys to check out Arnold Ehret books on fasting. Okay, the mucusless diet and rational fasting. Those are some of the most powerful books I've read about fasting, and that definitely taught me a lot. Right? So intermittent fasting, very, very powerful. Okay, if not one of the most efficient way in actually cleansing and healing the body. Because here's the thing: a long fasting works great, but a long fast is very aggressive, you see? And depending upon a person's internal condition, you can't really put them on a long fast. You see, so intermittent fasting is very, very efficient, and it's like a much more safer approach for a lot of people who have severe internal conditions. You don't want to put them on a long fast, but an intermittent fast would actually be much more efficient in assisting them throughout the healing process. I'm trying. So okay, someone said I haven't gotten my product ordered on August 22nd. So if you place an order with us, obviously you're gonna get your order. We would not take your order and not get, and not send your products. But what have happened because we have had so many orders, we're like overwhelmed with orders. So we've basically stopped taking orders now, and it's processing the remaining order there before we start taking new orders. So if you place an order with us on August 22nd, you will get your package within the next week. Okay, so this week everything is going out, so you will get it by at least next Friday, Saturday. You should get your package. All right, yeah. And also, guys, the products that we created here, I want you to also realize that everything is created out of love. And we also don't use herbs that have been sitting on shelf for months because that's gonna lack potency, right? So our herbs are literally fresh, okay? And we make everything like fresh. We don't want to sell you tonics and capsules and powders that's just been sitting on there for months. See, so we like to make everything fresh. So we make like a batch, 100 of this, 100 of that. Everything gets sent out. Then we make a new batch again because that's how the body's going to heal. In order for the body to heal, the herbs need to be potent and electrical. Okay. This is one thing that Dr. Saber was really talking about as to why there's a lot of people out there selling herbal products, but are they healing anybody? Can they show you medical records of people that they've helped? See, that's the thing. I come on the internet, I see everybody pretending to be herbalists, and I'm like, damn, y'all don't even know how deep this stuff goes. Y'all really just fucking around because you're just trying to make some money. You see? But the thing is, I want you to realize there's so many people on the internet selling herbal products, but are they healing anybody though? Can they show you medical records of disease they've healed? Because we can. You see? So yes, our products may take a while to get to you, but understand that they're worth it and they were made out of love and they're very potent and they are going to be increasing your healing. Right? Yeah. are the bracelets on your wrist available? Not entirely, but I literally went to Home Depot, bought some electrical wire, use the pliers, and I make them. They're not hard to make. Okay. Now, as you know, copper actually pulls energy out of the ether. Like if you get a long piece of copper, a piece of copper pipe, and you just put it outside, literally start to pick up ions from the atmosphere to pull energy from the ether. Copper is also a conductor. You see, this is why you have copper wire, throughout your house in your electrical system, because copper is a conductor, because copper is also inside of your nervous system, which basically constitute the signal of your nervous system of your brain to communicate. See, you need copper and zinc for the electrical signals to be transmitted through your nervous system. So, copper internally and copper externally, so just to understand why we wear these elements and these crystal and these stone, because of their vibration and their resonance. But as I said, I'm running out of battery right now, and I do have a consultation, so I'm going to tap back in with you guys tomorrow. All right, so I just want to say gratitude for everybody who's here, who's holding a vibration, and thanks for spending time with us today. And just to understand, as I said, you're here, you're going through a process. All right, you are responsible for your evolution, you're responsible for your health. All right, so take care of yourself and go and love yourself, and we're just going to keep building and moving forward. And as I said, we're moving in a frequency of love, balance, and harmony, and all of that old world stuff of confusion, of conflict, of drama, turmoil, chaos, violence, you versus that person, that is over now. Okay, we're not going to get anywhere like this. Clearly, you can tell that humanity is not evolving because they keep degenerating, they keep fighting each other, they keep making up new ways of separation. No. Okay, we're all from the same source, we're all going through this experience as a collective, and until we learn love, we're going to be here just wasting our energy in this bullshit. Okay, it's crazy. I begin emotional sometimes, when I really think about, like, oh, we're really here, and it's like, damn, everybody's so asleep. The food is killing them, and they're not waking up. It's like, that shit can stress you out sometimes, bro. It's like, damn. Okay. All right, guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. So wholeness and love to everybody out there. And we're going to tap in tomorrow. And we're going to go deep about how to cleanse the liver. We're going to go back over the lymphatic system. We may even touch on the kidneys and the bladder. All right. So big up on yourself. And we'll see you tomorrow. All right. So look on more. Mm-hmm.